Hey cooking peeps, we have the Sunavo burners here and we are going to boil off 10 pounds of potatoes. So we have some big cooking coming up. We've got the holidays, we've got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas, we've got all kinds of stuff. And one great thing about having an extra burner is it gives you more cooking space than just your traditional cooktop. It's basically supplements that, particularly when you have big cooks on the way like the holidays. So we are going to take these 10 pounds of potatoes, we've peeled them up, we have them in 2 pots, and we are going to cook them on 2 different kinds of burners just to see how they perform. This is a Sunavo traditional hot plate, and this is a Sunavo induction burner. So let's get to cooking up these potatoes, and so we can look at the advantages and disadvantages of each type of burner. So join me, let's cook up some potatoes. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank Sunavo for sending over these burners. I absolutely love having a supplemental burner. It's great for the holidays, and I also use them out on the deck, and I use them in my RV. I absolutely love having the extra cooking space. So we talked about the difference between the induction versus a traditional hot plate. That's what these two are. One thing I can tell you is the hot plate, this one is 1500 watts and it has 5 heating levels. This one is 1800 watts and it has 15 different levels. So which one do you pick really depends on, your preference. This will only use induction ready pans. This will use any type of pan. So it all depends on your situation. I'll put a link down in the description where we talked about the pros and cons and benefits of both these types of burners. I think they're both great, so I believe it's just a matter of preference. So what we have here is I have 5 pounds of potatoes in these 2 stock pots. These 2 stock pots are exactly the same. They're emeraldware. They're disc bottom, but they have a disc of copper in them. They are induction ready. They have the same amount of water in them. We are going to be boiling these babies up, and we're eventually going to be mashing all 10 pounds in that Bosch back there. We're going to see if the Bosch mixer can handle 10 pounds of potatoes. So I just want to thank Sunavo for sending these over. I'll put links down in the description to both of these burners if you want to take a look at them. They did a great job. So let's go ahead and we're going to boil off these potatoes on these burners. So I'm going to turn these on. I'm going to turn this one up to maximum. We're going to turn the induction on to maximum, and we're going to just sort of judge how these cookers do when they're trying to boil a big pot of potatoes. One of the things is you obviously aren't going to use this burner on top of your cooktop. The only reason I can is because just for the demonstration purposes, but I have a lock on this so it won't accidentally turn my cooktop on. When you're cooking your Thanksgiving or your big meal, what's great is you can put these on the side. You could be boiling off your potatoes while you're, cooking your vegetables, your gravies, all that fun stuff. So like I said, these are great tools to have for the upcoming holiday season. So we're going to bring these potatoes up to a boil and we are going to cook them until they're fork tender. So we'll be back. So it's been about 10 minutes and the induction burner is at a rolling boil. So I'm going to turn this down. I just kind of want it to boil, but I don't want right? This is still working on it. So obviously, just as what everybody says, the induction is a lot faster than a traditional burner. Does that mean I would say automatically go for an induction? Not necessarily, because number one, the induction is twice as expensive as a regular burner, and you have to have induction ready pans. So I would say that yes, the induction is faster, and if you were going to purchase new cookware or you already have induction ready cookware, I would say that, you know, this definitely came to a boil faster. If you want something that's like a budget friendly option, you know, this is like in the mid 30s, where this is almost 70. So definitely this is a budget friendly option, particularly if you don't have necessarily have induction ready pans, or you want a wide range of cookware that you can use it on this one. So let me lower this down. We'll continue to cook these until they're fully cooked. So it's been about a half hour, and these potatoes in here are done in the induction. I mean, for it to cook, bring up all this water, heat these taters up, and now they're fork tender at about a half hour. That's pretty awesome. The induction definitely is faster. So these are starting to come to a boil now, and they're not fork tender. Obviously they're cooking, but they're definitely not done. Let me turn this off and get these potatoes out of here. Woo! Look at that. Ah! Wow. The induction definitely did a fantastic job. That one's doing a great job. I mean, this is a huge pot of really cold water. It's cold outside, so our tap water is really cold. And it takes a lot to push one of these pans and get this big, huge thing up to boiling. Woo! You know, I've heard reports from a lot of people that have induction that says induction is really faster, and it definitely proves to be the case today. So these potatoes are out of here, and we'll go ahead and let those finish. Okay, so the potatoes in the traditional hot plate are fork tender. Woo! It's definitely hot. Let me go ahead and turn this off. It did a great job too. I can say that it took maybe about 15 minutes longer than the induction. I think between the two, obviously the induction is faster, but like I said, you have to have induction ready cookware to be able to use one of those. So, you know, ideally, if your budget allows, and you either need new cookware or you already have the cookware that you can use, I would get the induction. If you're looking for something that's budget friendly, that you can use on a wide variety of types of cookware, induction ready as well as non-induction ready. I mean, you can basically use anything on this hot plate in a budget friendly package. So I would say go for the hot plate. Either way, you can't go wrong with either one of them. They're a fantastic addition to my kitchen. They would be to yours as well. I love having the extra burner space, and it's going to be great for the holidays. Okay, so that's just my opinion. I think they're both great burners. And to be honest with you, because we have such a big cook coming up, if you have a cooktop like this and you were to have one extra burner on each side, that would even be fantastic. So the Sunavo burners, I think they're great. Links for them will be down in the description. What we're gonna do on the next upload is we're gonna be mashing all 10 pounds of these potatoes in that Bosch mixer. So we will see if it can do that. So once again, thank you very much for sending these. I really appreciate it, and I think they're fantastic. If you like this video, please subscribe below. Leave me a comment and a like, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. You can also catch me out on social media at Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook. You can also come in and join my Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Amy Learns to Cook. We talk about cookware and kitchen gadgets and all kinds of fun stuff, particularly since the holidays are coming up soon. You can also catch me on Instagram at Cookin' with Amy. I love these.